You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club. We'll go all night. I see you in the back. The mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Feel your hands, the way you're touching me around my neck. Got chills Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Hello, my people. Hey. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm sorry I am a little fashionably late. Welcome to PA Live, aka the Hot Mess Show for, oh my gosh, look at my hair, for the first time in 2024. I almost said went to see my dentist and I told them have a happy 2022 New Year. Yeah, that was well done. So that's where we're at. That's where my brain is at anyway. It is the first live for 2024. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. My cameras went on holiday for longer than I did. So I do apologize about that. I was trying to get everything ready. I did not have everything in studio mode. So yeah, it has been a fun morning. Let me say hi to everyone in the chat. Who's here? Linda Star, Mummy K Plans, Michelle, Melanie, Lana, Jessica, Bianca, Sherelle, Candy, Julie, Diane, Nina, Michael. The microphone's low? Is it? Okay, hold on. There we go. Is that better? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, no. Okay. Yep. Hello. Hello. Maybe it's using the wrong. No, it's using the right microphone. Okay. Oh, now I'm out of focus. How dare you, microphone pulling focus? There we go. Who else have I got here? Cynthia, Anna, Michelle, Sharon, Nikki, Michael. We did. Sammy's been working on some tight deadlines this week has just been. I'll get more into that later. Yay, Candy got my Arctic adventure yesterday. I am in love. And yeah, as Michael has said, I hope everyone had a great time relaxing and recharging over the last few weeks. It's going to be a cracker of a year in 2024. No truer words have ever been spoken. I have a smudge on my glasses. Yeah, the sound was really low. I'm not sure why. Hopefully I have fixed that now. It looks like it's okay on my side. I'm still catching up on comments though. I'm just here in time. Hi Donna. Hi Laurie. Ugh, snowstorms does not sound like fun. Sound works now, just mentioning so Sammy doesn't stress. Sammy was stressing. Okay, I'm just gonna oh yay. Oh Tracy, you are going to love chapter 2. Chapter 2. We've got chapter 3 coming up, which is one of our past kits was called chapter 3, and don't think there has been many discussions on this because there has been a lot of them. Okay, hi Ronnie. Colder and snowy here. The mic sound is still low. Let me just see if I can fix that. Hold on. Hello, is that a little bit better? Kathy, hey Kathy, just renewed my subscription after a break. Is the microphone? Well, the microphone. I'm just worried because when I put it there not so long ago. Hold on, I'll move it over this side. That way it might. It's just for some reason my camera is focusing on it. Okay, it's a little bit harder to read the comments, but hopefully that's a little bit better. I've got it turned up as loud as I can. Yay! I asked a lot of questions to support people and everyone was super helpful. That's fantastic. Potentially, yes. Way better. This sounds great. Okay, awesome. Fantastic. Now, there was one more. There was a couple of videos I was looking for so that I could share today because I have a huge live. And when I say huge, I mean huge, but I also have to take Elsa to the vet later today. So that was not planned too well. It was just too far away for me. Okay, so hopefully now that's better. It's not that much further away, but that's okay. That's okay. We can do these things. Let's get into it. Hey, so let me start off with hold on, I'm just loading up my notes. Arctic Adventures has obviously arrived. It has started arriving to people, which is fantastic. It is a beautiful kit. Depending on how long all the other bits and pieces take me to get through today, I will do a walkthrough of that. But I do have a lot to get through, so maybe that'll be a separate video at a different time. Also, I will mention that it is still school holidays here in Australia, which means I have two little monkeys who are hogging the internet. We were meant to, wow, that was good use of England. We were meant to have it upgraded on the 2nd, but the people didn't turn up. So, fingers crossed the internet connection goes okay, because I know the last live we had a lot of trouble with it. So fingers crossed it is better. The good use of England. So yeah, that's been fun. So sorry, that was Lockie at the door. Yeah, so that's that. I got my Arctic Adventures yesterday. So pretty. It really is an absolutely beautiful kit. And it's interesting because I've seen people say, you know, Arctic Adventures has just arrived, but we're already on 2 chapters. And I feel like it's missed its time in the sun. And I have to say, this is totally a relatable post. It's time in the sun. It's time in the ice. Because, oh gosh, that was such a dad joke. Because I'm always working 2 to 3, or I'm always trying to work 2 to 3 kits ahead. But by the time people have got their kit, I'm sort of 1 or 2 kits above. So yeah, it was, I'm always feeling that, but that's one of the great things about chapters is that it's all within this storyline. So it doesn't actually feel like you're about turning to a completely different kit. The kits were all designed to work together, and there's storyline that works together. And let me just jump over into the chapter 1 sort of, well, I flipped. There we go. So, and I've gotten shorter. That's weird. I feel like I've gotten shorter. That's right, because I had a seat last time. Hold on. Now I remember what this was in the studio for. This was so I could be taller. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm tall again. Oh, okay. So just on the... Oh, that feels better. So Michael has just left me a comment. Just a reminder on Arctic. I ordered some of the extra Aurora washi, which will go into the website this week, as well as the kits that we have left over. So that means shipping has gone super well. Pretty much most people will have it by now. So yeah, that is just, yeah, exciting. So I'm just reading the comments. The colors are so awesome. I ended up using it right away. Turquoise and blue are my favorite color combo, and I love the plaid. Oh yes, don't we all love plaid? Plaid is life. That's all the creativity that has leaked out of you into chapters. Yeah, it absolutely has. Chapters has just been such a like epic about face, turn, U-turn, everything. Right. So just on the Arctic Adventures, is it Arctic Adventure or Arctic Adventures? Well, I mean, yep. This was a question that Jamie asked me several times, and I have to tell you it kept changing because Arctic Adventure on the label, but there are places where it says Arctic Adventures. It's a little bit of both, depending on where you're looking. So I do apologize about that. That was because my brain was in refresh mode, in change mode, and I was like, yes, it's this, and then the next day I would say it's the next thing. So, I mean, yeah, there's Arctic Adventures. I apologize. So yeah, that was whoops. My bad. So now on to back onto chapters. Now, yeah, chapters was designed so I didn't, and everybody else doesn't have this feeling of, oh, we've already moved on, and you'll notice that we've already started sharing, or already? Is already the right word to use here? We've changed things up a lot, and you're starting to see the newer bits and pieces. So yes, there was the subkit change. There is the tie-ins with the chapters release. There is the tie-in with the quarterly refreshes, and there is also a new blog. So the blog it's Alex's journal. It's a section on our website, and there is some amazing little bits and pieces in there. So there's some subscriber exclusives, but there's also things like, yay, oh, this way. This is why I changed the mirror. I mirrored my camera. There's a Spotify playlist up there with a whole bunch of Alex anthems for the chapter. Thank you to Jamie for that awesome idea. So yeah, it's been wonderful seeing people commenting in the group about how they're listening to it and just giving them life. And I am here for that. I am loving it so much. So that's super exciting. And yeah, we've got so much more to come. Granted, we are a touch behind on the blog, and that's because our manufacturing partners are closing down for New Year, and we've had to get everything, like, this is probably the craziest week of my whole year. And there has been, over the last week and a half, there's been a few days of full work throughs, and I think Jamie and I had maybe 2 days off over Christmas. Sorry, Jamie. But yeah, it has been a little bit hectic, but I'm looking forward to unwinding a little bit later this week and next week. Your playlist made me cry. Happy tears, I hope. I'm seeing the name of so the name distinctions. Okay, the way that I have gone back onto the old chapter 3 product listings and added this is not part of the chapters series. But also chapter stuff I have been labeling as CHO2, CHO1, or CH1, CH2 as well. So, yeah, that hopefully helps. Yeah, it has been intense. I'm trying to think of all the bits and pieces. So not only have we put up the Spotify playlist from Alex, we've got her first letter, and this letter is literally for subscribers, and we wanted to keep that content hidden. It's a subscriber exclusive, and there will be some more subscriber exclusives as well as some other bits and pieces, but there is a little printed letter that goes inside. But yeah, Oh, hold on. I think we've had somebody say that they missed out on the chapter 1 kit, but yeah, message, customer service, Jamie will hook you up. So yeah, if you do share a picture of the letter of the printable, please don't share the letter that's inside the content of the letter. Yeah, what's next? Hold on. The other thing that we did is the creative kit for chapter 1 is already available on our website. I don't think we've had it up at the same time for a very long time, and this is the plan moving forward. So once chapter, I think Jamie, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's like once we close off subscriptions for that chapter, then the fun starts. So yeah, then the fun starts. So things like the blog post starts happening. We've got the journal prompts, which are one of the things that we're a little bit behind on, which I need to do the post, and things like the creative kit and other bits and pieces are coming out with that. It is an absolutely beautiful creative kit. It is stunning, and I'm loving seeing that people have already started using it, which is fantastic. So if you haven't already grabbed it, go onto the website, grab it now. You can use your hearts as a way to get a discount. Think of chapters as the same way George Lucas thinks of Star Wars. It's a series title, not an individual one. Yes, which allows chapter 3 to coexist alongside chapters. Yeah, the chapters. So, for example, chapter 1, Loving Me. Chapter 2, Forever Friends. Chapter 3, Petal Palette. I mean, yeah. So I've just realized that I'm knocking there. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that is how that's all working. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. Already made several spreads. Oh my gosh. Now, just give me 2 seconds because I want to find something that I want to share right now with you all. And it's really cool. And it's kind of, I feel like it's a big announcement. And I want to do it while I'm still chatting about chapter 1. One moment, please. Where is it? Is it in there? One thing I will show you though is that we have, before I get onto that, we have already received like some of our, so we work really closely with our manufacturing partners and they will send us visual proofs before, is that going to drop in? There we go. Before our physicals arrive. That sounds weird. And these stickers, oh my goodness. I'm not going to lie here. I was feeling really nervous about going from the book to not a book again because I know that the book has just a different feeling. But when, and I've said this before, but this was like a little bit of a test, but when I saw them printed, it was like, oh my goodness. Yes, and Michael has just reminded me of the other thing, which is I have on my desk, but there is one more thing I really want to show. And I cannot, for the life of me, oh, hold on, I think I just remembered where it is. Yes, okay. I hope this plays. So, one of the things that we do here, like, we try to listen to our community as much as we possibly can. And one of the things that I know that a lot of people missed, and that I personally have missed, is our boxes. Now, Michael pulled some strings. Our new factory, our new warehouse, I know I keep talking about how amazing this warehouse is, and I don't think, for all the new people, unless you experienced the old warehouse and how terrible it was, you'll never really understand how amazing this new warehouse is. But the new warehouse has done us a solid. Let me show you. I hope this video works. Let me show you one of the really cool, exciting things that we've got coming up. And that just flipped me around, and I don't know how to flip me back. So we have new boxes, and the boxes will change with the quarter. So let me just flip this back around so that I can, there we go. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Thank you, Ecamm. So yes, the boxes are back, but with one caveat. So one of the reasons why we bought them back is because we know that in the paper kits sometimes, I mean, post isn't really, they're not delicate with a lot of parcels. So if you've ordered one of the main reasons why we did it was because we wanted to protect the papers. It is expensive to ship. So for that reason, unless you've ordered the Paper Lover or Paper Lover plus other stuff, you'll still be going in the bags, but Paper Lover and anything packed with that Paper Lover, does that make sense? We'll be getting the box. So, and on that, let me just show you. We got, now this isn't the final art, this is sample art. So it's not the exact flowers, but it's pretty close to right. I almost died. These are so stinking cute. And I am so over the moon with how they turned out. So loving. Yeah. So the pouches are just, so this one is obviously for the Paper Lover, and this one is for the Planner Lover. I'm hoping I'm getting all this right, but yeah. So this, the new boxes, we're making all these changes, which I'm so here for. Now the other thing with the boxes, this sounds like a Michael. Am I just getting excited? Yeah, no, I was just about to say that.
Penny picked it up already.
Oh, who did?
Penny asked in chat.
Did she? Did you see it? Did you have the idea? Where? I can't see it. Okay, so it didn't come through for me. That's odd. So one of the ideas that I had when I was designing this, now I don't like waste. I hate waste. I like design. I think that there's a difference between good design and lazy design. And I try and make good design that can be used in multiple ways, which is, I just asked Jamie. She's like, oh my gosh, woman. I'm like, yep. So one of the things with, I'm just going to bring up a preview picture of this just so I can have that up there, that was designed in this was being able to reuse the box. So what I did was I grabbed one of our old boxes and chopped it down. And I will include, so I basically did it all with this one little corner thing. And then I designed the box based on if I was to chop it down. Hold on, now I need to move this. So you can sort of see there's this like little sidebar which will be on the back. And then this pattern here will be like the flowers and every chapter closer. And then there's a different pattern on that side. And then inside will be the smush pattern. Yep. And so then what you can do is you can grab your pouches and put them in with plenty of room, or you can have them, I'm pretty sure, does it work that way? No, it doesn't work that way. It works this way. Or, and I can't remember if I designed it that you can also do if you want to have it up that way, but it's definitely designed to sort of sit that way. Thank you for all the comments. So yeah, that's just one thing. It does give you a bit of a rough edge because it's not like a, what's the right word? Like a storage box. It's a shipping box. It is still a shipping box. Potentially they will get dinged up. So I'm not going to guarantee that your box is going to be beautiful when you receive it. It may get dinged. That's just, but if it does arrive, you can do this, and I will put a video up once we get our one as well. I will make it and show it. You can seal the edge with washi, which is exactly what I was thinking. Or you could go and get some like bias binding if you want to make it feel a little bit nicer and do some like a fabric edge on it if you so choose. Oh yeah, for people asking about the size, yeah, it is a little bit larger than our old normal box because it had to fit this. Whack myself in the head with it. It does fit in an IKEA cube because I know a lot of our community uses the IKEA cube, which is exciting. And I will be putting up this template once I get past this week. Yeah, so I think that way that made me feel a lot better about having a boxes again. Don't get me wrong, I love the boxes, but I also love not having too much excess packaging. So the other thing that has arrived, I'm still waiting for a whole bunch of stuff to arrive, and we've been seeing videos of all sorts of different bits and pieces, which is super exciting. The dividers arrived. And I think that they turned out so much better than I thought. So I'm going to flip to my other camera so I can show this off. Just really quickly. Once I remember how to do it. Oh my gosh. It hasn't been that long since I did a live. Nope. Okay. Hold on. I can do hard things. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Is it upside down? Yep, it's upside down. That's why I have a different scene for it. Okay. Oh, here we go. Demo. Awesome. Okay, so these are, and I'm going to flip through them. So the really cool thing about the dividers is it's a preview for 6 months worth of kits. Yep, we've already pre-planned the whole year. So I'm just going to flip through these. Move this. Oops. Shush. And we've got, so the front cover, it's a New Dawn. It's in like really nice shiny foil. And this one has a pocket as well. And then we've got the first month. Hold on. I did not think about straightening up this camera. My apologies. There we go. That's kind of straight. So our first month and the back. Second month, which I'm going to show off some previews for shortly. And the backing. The third month, which is the petal palette. And then the backing. And the fourth month. And the backing. They just look so good. And the fifth month, I cannot wait for. I'm so excited. And the backing, and the 6th month, and the backing on that. P.S. If you have Serenity, I feel like this kit's going to match really well with that. So if you haven't bought Serenity, make sure you grab those goodies while they're still available to match. So that is the the dividers. They look amazing. They're on beautiful quality cardstock, and they're sort of left more natural because it's a tangible thing. I don't like the whole gloss look, but yeah, it's beautiful. Michael's answering people in the comments. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show. I'm trying to think before I move. Oh, before I move on from chapter 1, there's one more relatively big announcement. I told you it's a big live. One relatively big announcement. Oh, and then I want to talk about just an update on the quarterly and release. Where did it go? One moment, please. I exported it, I copied these things across, and where did they go? Nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows. I just cactused that so badly. So let me just drag that in again if I can find it. swear I did. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. Beautiful Yous are also back with chapter 1. So we're focusing on the chapter 1 bits and pieces at the moment. We really wanted you to feel, if you wanted, that Alex was your story. So we have and I'm not even kidding here, a huge range of Alex's for Beautiful You. So here's an example. They will it's a I can't even. There is going to be so many options. And they are all glorious and beautiful, and I hope you love them all. So hopefully there's one at least close to something that you feel that you can relate to. Yeah, Jamie, huge. So that is also coming on its way. Okay, next thing. Next thing. So I just wanted to have a chat about. I'm gonna go into an email that we sent out last night before I launch into chapter 2. So in an email that we sent last night to people who purchased from the chapter's release, we did hit a bit of a hitch with the pencil case. Our supplier told us late, but there was a manufacturing. The warehouse was at the not warehouse. Hold on, the factory manufacturing was at capacity early, and we weren't told. So that got pushed back, and as part of that, the pencil case also had to be changed because apparently a scallop is too hard to do in a printed top. Now, so what we've done is, also the delay is just for the pencil case. Everything else from what we have heard from our suppliers is on track. So we changed it to the England. We changed it back to this like wave sort of relaxed scallop, relaxed edged, curved edge. And the design still looks amazing. You still get that sort of like little peep with the sun and the moon. So yeah, that has been a change. We did send an email out to everybody. It is also on our help page. So plannersnon.com/help. There is an update there with the latest timeframes and everything as well. Everything else is on track for, I want to say, the 25th-ish of the month of January to be received, which is fantastic news. Yeah. So on that, let me just talk about the stickers. So the quarterly stickers that we showed, they still needed a fair bit more work. And because we were rushing to try and get everything to show you all before the end of the year, to get it all up in time for quarterly release, and the new chapters. We turned around chapters in like, I think, a month and a half, 2 months. We literally changed the subscription, changed the way we work, planned a year of subscriptions in like 2 months, less than 2 months. Changed our templates, changed everything. So the new year, more water. So we did have to make changes. Who does this benefit? You, my friends. Because as I said in my last live, I am the people. The people want more stickers. This is what we do. Poor Michael. So let me just jump through the preview of the quarterly stickers. So the quarterly stickers, we have got, so there's now 5 pages per month in the quarterly stickers. I know that might sound confusing, but the quarterly stickers are meant to supplement the monthly, as well as be able to be used completely on their own if you're more minimalist or don't have the funds to really dive in with the full subscription. So we've got that really nice like front page, and that's on clear. And that's got like the outlines and a whole bunch of gorgeous bits and pieces that you can sort of add to your page. Then the second page has the boxes. Oh my gosh, this page was painful to design. Shout out to everybody who makes those sorts of things. But this one's on paper. And then the next page was updated as well. This was on paper. Paper stickers, I should say. And then the 2 pages at the back are a full page sticker paper. So how do we, Linda's just asked, how do we get the quarterly packages? So you go onto the website and you order them separately. They are available there if you go onto, I think it's like the first thing is on the menu, and then it's got chapters release. It's under that. So that's for the first month. And then the second month is the same, but to match the second color scheme. And then we have the third month, which matches the third color scheme. Look how it's all coming together. And then we have probably the pages that went through the biggest transformation. So we have the, and to be honest, I was shocked when the new sticker supplier was like, yep, we can do that. And I'm like, for real? I'm just going to put it through and hope for the best. So I added some trackers. There's an extra page. There's date dots because I heard you. I heard we missed the date dots. Whoops. There is the, there's so much more. This way, the photo page got changed around so I could make stickers between the stickers. So even though it looks like that's just a big blob, it's actually the image in the middle. So like this image or this image can peel out on its own. And then you've got an actual frame which you can peel out and put on top of a photo. And then you have, I think it says loving this. I can't quite remember. Love this in a little white box which still has the gradient in between. Then we have what you've seen before is the like the hello month, and then you've got a more neutral version of the scripts page and then the icons. And what you may or may not have noticed is that I squished some more crap into the sidebar, because if anybody can squish more space onto a sticker and drive not only my suppliers nuts but Jamie nuts and probably Michael nuts, is me. This is because I hate waste. So there is in the sidebar, and I really hope these work out, in the sidebar, and they're spaced at 5 mil, is a daily tracker for like a week. So it's got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday down the side, as well as the yeah, I am totally nuts. I know. It's okay. That's what we're here for. This is why I have people, right? You know, you're my people, right? So there is that down the bottom. And to be honest, because I was trying to put the date dots in, I need 3 months worth of date dots. And I sat there for probably about a day trying to squish these in onto the page. And I'm like, I just cannot do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm adding another page. It's what I do. And then Michael woke up the next morning, because that was at like, I don't know, 3 or 4 a.m. I said to Michael, just so you know, there's another page on the sticker, the quarterly stickers. He's like, okay, so how many are up to now? Because we promised, like, when we sold it initially, I think it was 16 pages. And I'm like, not that many more. And he's like, well, how many more? And I'm like, 22. And he's like, what? And I'm like, 22. He's like, how many? I'm like, 22. We can do that, right? So my obsessiveness is your game. More stickers. And I'm really upset that I didn't actually export the quarterly folder, because that is beautiful too. I don't think I exported that. The quarterly folder got updated. It looks amazing and beautiful and gorgeous and stunning and matches in with the rest of them. So yeah, there is that. That's a thing that happened. Now, Sami for the people. Yeah, because one of the things I hate is seeing we could design, let me get this straight here. We could design a sticker kit book much quicker if I did not care about the waste. the fact that I try and line things up as close as I possibly can is one of the reasons why a design takes so long. Why you pay more for a design. Yeah, if you're loving, thank you, Mickey's friend. If you're loving what you've seen, give me a thumbs up. I feel like that's going to set off an Apple thing. Yay, give me a thumbs up. Oh, it didn't. And yeah, it does take longer to design, but I think that's what sets us apart from other people. Is that even though we have the manufactured outlines are very different to like home cut outlines. Even though we have them, I still try and squish in as much as I possibly can because I'm crazy like that. Let's jump over to chapter 2, people. Let's jump. Did we do the jump? We did the jump. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is Forever Friends. And I am so excited for this because we have met our first friend. We've met our first next character. Is that the right way of saying it? So, Alex has reached out to an old friend, Amy, after finding her, one of her Jamie's prompting me because I've forgotten something. Any other sneaky extras? Jamie, I need you to go into the Notion for the live and write it there for me because I've got no idea what you're talking about. So the and then I'll come back to quarter one if I have to. What? Yeah, so Alex, now my brain's like, what did I forget? Alex has reached out to her old friend Amy, who, after seeing some old letters that they wrote to each other. Now, I have to share something with you. Oh no, I put it away. Wait. I think it's down here. Oh no. Oh, it's over here. Hold on. So, it was actually quite funny because after we had done this, Michael called me into the garage because we have these huge storms over Christmas. Michael called me into the garage and he's like, there's another one predicted. I want to try and get the second car in the garage. And he's like, I'm trying to clean through this, and went through a whole stuff in the boxes. Anyway, I may have found... Oh, you can't see me. Ha! You can't see me. Whoops. There I am. Yeah, and he may have found one of my old memory boxes, and in my old memory box was literally like one of my... And I'm not going to show it any more than that. This is from teenage me. One of my memory books from leaving my first high school. And I showed it to Jamie. She's like, oh my gosh, do you realize that you're like mirroring the story right now? I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, I did not. So yeah, that's how we meet Amy. And then let me jump into the... Oh! Thanks, Jamie. Jamie's just reminded me. Yeah, I'll jump back to what it was in a second. Thank you, Jamie, for writing that. Oh, I just realized I got a mozzie bun on my foot. So let me jump into the previews that I have so far for... Actually, let me just tell you really quickly what it was, because otherwise it's going to be playing on my mind. So there are actually extra sticker pages also in the monthly kits. Oh my gosh, this is going to drive me nuts. Which is super, super exciting. Ah! Sorry, people. Which is super, super exciting. So I can't even remember how many there are because I was planning on exporting them. And I obviously had forgotten to export the extra. But yeah, that's what the extra there's extra sticker pages in the monthly. And, oh, actually, I do remember. They are, so there's 2 extra pages, and those pages are they're non-cut, they're pattern pages so that you can rip them up and just stick them straight in. Because I really love that idea of just being able to take and we tried this in the journaling kit, and I've been loving how people are using it. So we've got extra pages of just like pattern paper that's on sticker sheets so that you can just tear that up and slap that in. So there's 2 extra pages. Yeah, I'll talk about that later. Thanks, Candy. Okay, previews for chapter 3. So I've been jumping around a little bit. Yeah, there's definitely some extra pages in there. So if you have ordered from us, we have literally tried to cram in as much as we possibly can. Okay, previews. Let's jump into Planner Lover first. So Planner Lover, we have the character card, and there's the front and the back. The letter is blurred out so that you cannot read it on purpose, because that will also be in the blog, just like the first one. And yeah, it's a letter from Amy. Next up, we have the notepad and the sticky notes. And as you can see, they have been updated with the new design to match the new kit, but also staying super versatile so that you can use them, my goodness, pardon me, all together. The next thing we have is, and this should have been the first one, the pouch. So as you saw, the gorgeous pouches. So this is Planner Lover. So this is the smaller. Where did I put the pouch? There it is. It's in the box. The smaller pouch is the Planner Lover. So you can see that the design has like been slightly updated. So this one says, years may pass, but true friendship lasts. I love notepads and sticky notes. I use so many. And yeah, so this is the thing, like, I wanted to put as many of the consumables into the monthly sub. The non-consumables, like the charms and all that sort of stuff, are up in the quarterly or the special releases. Oh, you love that quote? Yes, me too. So yeah, I feel like notepads and sticky notes are just a really easy use. And to be honest, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I kind of didn't want to make them too much, because then it's like I can't use them. I want you to use everything. Use everything. That's its life purpose of all the products in our kits. Next up is the washi. Now, okay. So the washi, we've got the words at the top. We've got the smoosh. We've got, and I'm going to talk about this pattern in a second. Did I point the right way? Oh my gosh, I did. Talk about the pattern in a second. And then we've got the memory, journaling / summary of the month. And then we've got the gorgeous, did it right once. And then we've got the gorgeous washi tear. Now, here's the thing, right? This one here is actually designed so that you can chop it down into different sections. So there's like a section which is like at the pond. There's a section which is at the park. There's a section which is like at a concert and nostalgia and remembering and all that sort of thing. So they're designed in little chunks so you can sort of cut it up. And that's the same. So chapter 1 was very different in that aspect. And even though they're similar washies, they just have such a nice updated feel. And by the time you get to the end of the year, this is just going to be the most beautiful collection. And I've designed with versatility in mind. So also this washi was a lot of fun to create. This washi here is actually a story. So it starts with, I hope you can see it, but it's got this little yo, and it's got a little phone icon. And then it's got miss you, thinking of you, and it's been a while, and then it progresses on this little storyline as you go through. So you're going to have to wait to see it all. Once it arrives, I'm going to show you all through it, but it is the cutest little story ever. The story of Alex and Amy reconnecting. And you can see there's this like little love heart sort of floating, and it's like the little gap between like I miss you and waiting. And you can see that there's like this little gap in the design. Anyway, there's so much in there. This washi will be great for daily use. Absolutely. That is totally the plan. Now, we're going to jump over into Paper Lover. Whoops. That was not the first one I meant to show. Let's start off with the pouch. And then we'll go into the papers. Yeah, okay. Now I can show it. So the pouch, which is the biggest size pouch, and remember also is, as if you're getting Paper Lover, you're also getting it in the box. There's in the Book of Life, Friends are the best chapters, and it's the bigger box, and the bigger pouch, and you'll notice that it's got a number 2 at the top, and it will be in a like a peachy, orangey sort of color to match as well. So it all ties together. Next up, we have the papers. So you can see we've got that journaling paper again here, which is just it, and you can see the little sections in it. And all of this art is used in the stickers as well. So we've got, and I mean as separate. So we've got like a little friendship bracelet up there with some loose beads. We've got the cassette tape or the mixtapes. We've got some photos in there. We've got the garden sort of scene where they catch up down the bottom. We've got the conversational little speech bubbles in there too. We've got a map of the gardens. And then we've got that gorgeous floral there too. I feel like some of these scene papers got cropped. They're actually, you see more of them than what's on the screen. It's kind of like conversational Valentine's Day hearts. Yeah, absolutely. I can't even. Oh, I'm going to have to leave and pick up my jaw from the floor. I love the colors. The memory tape washi is gorgeous. Yay. The tear washi reminds me of the old washi that was larger and fit the bottom of the Hobonichi perfectly. Yeah, well, it definitely is designed to be larger and works really well for a variety of different planners. Oh, that scene reminds me of a particular street in Newington. That's cool. Looking at the time, freaking out. Okay. This paper is amazing. Thank you all so much. So then the next thing that we have is the specialty papers. Oh, that's the other thing. So I forgot to say this as well. We made another change. We have been so busy. I think we had Christmas Day off and then Boxing Day off and Boxing Day's the day after Christmas here in Australia. And that was due to the fact that we had a blackout, which was completely, obviously unscheduled. But during that time, during the whole couple of weeks that we were off the air, we managed to get so much done, considering that we were supposed to be on a break. So this is the vellum and the acetate. And you'll notice that, so I've gone for something really, and I kind of wish I'd done this in the first kit. But now, and I want to continue it throughout the rest of the kits because I love how versatile this is. And it's just like the lower bottom. So if you want to use it as a plain sheet of acetate, because I know there's people out there who use the plain sheet on the sticker book that was the front of the sticker book that now doesn't exist. So you can cut it and use that top bit, or you can use the bottom bit as well and have that bottom section with the flowers on top of one of the other papers, or there's a million different ways to use it, I am sure. And you'll all teach me as you all do. So yeah, it's like a stained glass window. And the cool thing, okay, so Michael also had a chat to our suppliers. Now, because we had more people jump into the Paper Lover than we expected, because we for sure thought that Paper Lover might be doomed. I'm not going to lie. We had more people jump into Paper Lover than we expected. So we were able to negotiate a little bit of a better price, which means, well, not a lot of a better price, but on the vellum and the acetate. So we actually added in a second copy, and that's also for chapter 1. So chapter 1 has a second copy of the vellum and the acetate, and so does chapter 2. So yeah, so for those people who are like, oh, I wish there was a second copy, there now is a second copy in there. So yay! So yeah, Paper Lover is just doing really well, and we're super excited that we were able to add a second copy in, which is fantastic. And you know, the more the subscription grows, the more that we'll be able to do in the future. Next up is the journaling cards. I thought you would be happy, Laurie. So the journaling cards for this month in chapter 2, chapter 2 Forever Friends, is we've got that paper at the back, which is that journaling, and we've got a second version of it down below, and it shows like a different section. We've got a couple of journaling prompts in there. We've got some images as oh no, it's lucky. We've got some images as well, like photos from the park. We've got some quotes. We've got the smooshes. It's all like this really beautiful just collection that works really well together. And I love this quote. Here's to the friends that know us well. And I can't remember what the bottom of it, but it's something like, even though we're weird, or something like that. So yeah. I've ordered my vellum and my acetate. Yes, that's what did Tracy say? Tracy said something. No price change for the second copy? Nope. Because we had more people opt in. So we actually jumped over just for the vellum and the acetate into like a little bit of a, we were able to negotiate a little bit more. So yay. That is absolutely thanks to Michael. I totally forgot to bring that up. And the stamps. So the stamps for this kit, they mimic the first one. So you'll notice a lot of the design choices are sort of coming through. Are coming through from the first one to the second one, so that by the time you get to the last, so the 12th chapter in chapters, you'll have this really amazing batch of products which work really well together. Oh, one more thing I will say just on the Paper Lover kit is, because we had more people opt in, it will be the first one to sell out, and I don't think we're far from that. So yeah, just letting you all know. So back to the stamps. So we've got a number 2, because the old one had number 1. We've got a couple of the like headers. We've got some icons. We've got the big floral, and we've got a couple of nice quotes in there. Common threads that ties them together. Absolutely. And yeah, so I think, sorry, I was just reading. I think somebody asked Jamie, or asked us, I should say, for hoping that the street seam, it was Penny, is in the creative kit. And Jamie's like, noted. So yeah, so we have bought that through. And yeah, that's the next kit stamps. So, and the Paper Lover. Now, also don't forget that in the Planner Lover there is the washi card. There's also some backing cards on. I'm trying to think what the backing card was on. It might have been the die cuts. I'm trying to think where the other one's just in the quarterly. Try to use that'll be for the next live. So yeah, that is the Planner Lover and the Paper Lover. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a preview today of the full Sticker Lover, but I do want to show you the folder, because the folder is being sent off. We're making some changes to the, not changes, sorry. We're fine-tuning is the word I'm looking for, the stickers for quarter 2. So I will have a full preview of those through the week. I just updated my subscription to Planner Lover from Sticker. Have to have it all. So make sure, Planner Lover has the stickers as well. But yeah, that is exciting. Thank you so much, Tara. So that is the folder. You may notice, like from the first one, it's a similar design but updated for the latest kit. Oh, so a backing card is basically, I'll pull up. So for example, like the backing card is like this. It goes behind some of the products. And I, like a lot of places make them more generic. I try and put a design on them, so at least that way you can reuse them again, because I don't like to have waste as much as I possibly can. So yeah, it's the card that goes behind something like the acetate. Even the stamps. So the stamp, like this is a backing card, which I've tried to make dual, because you need to keep them really with the stamps. So I've tried to make it dual purpose. So you've got like a decorative side on this side and more plain side, depending on how you store. Oh yeah, this is for chapter 2, not quarter 2. Thank you for that pickup, Bernie. There is so much. Yeah, so the sticker lover I will have previews for through the week. The other thing you may have noticed is that we have started back on our Instagram again. It's not all the reels and all the huge exciting things that everybody does on Instagram, because I'm just easing myself back in, because it has been a hot minute since I've been in there. And yeah, it's super simple. It's a nice little puzzle that shows you sort of reveals as it goes through, and that'll change over the next couple of months once I get a little bit more ahead. And yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to think, what are the other things I need to update? So yeah, the sticker lover preview is coming this week, and one of the reasons why you're only seeing the previews now is because we wanted to show them to you first on the live, because I really love sharing off the previews first in here before I share them online. And being that it was the first live of the year, I thought, why not? Now, next up, I'm just trying to have a quick read through my notes. So chapter 1, because I know that people are asking about shipping. Chapter 1 estimated to be shipping on time. Previously, I believe it was like we had, I think on the website, on the help page, it was like the 25th. It's estimated that we'll get them by the 15th. So it shouldn't be too long after the 15th of the month that chapter 1 starts shipping. Everything seems to be on time and flowing really well from what we've heard from our suppliers, which is fantastic news. And the quarterly updates are estimated on the the quarter 1 and refresh is the quarter 1 refresh and release is estimated currently on the 24th. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I didn't muck that up too much. Let me just have a quick look at what else I've got. I think that's the main updates for chapters. We still have a whole bunch of digital bits and pieces and blog bits and pieces coming up. So make sure to keep checking out the blog, come into the group. Oh, okay. That's a really good point, Michael. So Michael said there may be a little delay, only of a day or two, for Loving Me, because it's a completely new process for our warehouse, because of the box, because of the pouches, because it's a completely new way of split for the products. So it will probably take a couple of days just to, once they get the stock, to confirm everything with the warehouse and then their workers, and to video it and all that sort of stuff as well. That is a really good point. Is the shipping of chapter 2 being adjusted to accommodate the Lunar New Year break? No. What was changed is that Jamie and I have basically not taken a break, and we'll have stuff in before the Lunar New Year break, so that it should still, from what we have been told, still ship in time for our normal timelines. Yeah. So on schedule. It has been absolutely exhausting, and this is why we have not had a break. Yeah. New lines, I noticed some new gray hairs. I'm not happy. Like, what the? So yeah, yeah. We didn't want to, considering we're just getting things on track with chapters, the last thing we wanted to do was to have a delay. So instead, we worked our backsides off to try and make sure that didn't happen. From our end, it shouldn't happen. Michael's been chatting with the suppliers to make sure that they know that this, like, the timelines, and that the timelines are okay, and they've commuted timelines back to us. We have hit every single one of their timelines, and I've got one more deadline in like the next 2 days, which is the sticker book. The sticker pack, which is why the sticker pack is just going through some last minute detailing. We have no backsides left. Well, Jamie, you've lost the weight. I have put on backside. I ate my way through these releases. I'm guessing this means no go wild merch this year. Well, we are still planning to do wild merch, but it has taken... Chapters is such a transformational thing that I wanted to make sure I did it right, and I've still missed out on a bunch of stuff that I had in my head. But chapters is my number one priority. There is a plan for a release. Unfortunately, we were told too late that a melody wouldn't make it in time, which was devastating. So some of our suppliers closed up early, or not closed up early, but hit capacity early for Chinese New Year. So we missed out because our numbers are small. So there's going to be no melody. It really upsets me because I had this amazing idea for a pencil case, which has obviously now been scrapped because it won't make it in time. Yeah, I am absolutely devastated about that because it is something that we have done for years. And we've also ran out of the last year's one. But yes, you can absolutely use the chapter's melody. And to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, it was worked into here. So yeah. One more thing I wanted to chat about, and then I think I'm going to do show and tell, and then I'm going to have to wrap up because I have to take Elsa to the vet, is, before everything falls apart, one of the things I did want to say is the inspiration for chapters, like the for example, the envelope, which I just moved out of the way, like this envelope here. And I'm gonna, once I get on top of things, this is one of my videos, my reels I'm going to create. But you'll notice that there was 2 parts of it. So there was the envelope, the back, and then, well, sorry, 3, the letter. This is actually based on a couple of different things. So when I was a photographer years ago, I used to have envelopes that I would put into people's albums, and they could write, and I would give them stationery that they could write a letter to each other or to their baby. And I'll have to find a photo that I took of one. And they could put it inside the letter in the front part of the album. Now, I can't remember whether that idea came first or one of my friends told me about this. I feel like this came after. Oh, Elsa's okay. She's got a sore ear, so she's a little bit upset, and I've been trying to deal with it over Christmas, but she's just, yeah, labradoodle ears. So the envelope idea sort of comes from my old Love Letters photography, and also this book, which has like the envelopes in there with a letter inside, and then on the front of that is like the picture of the envelope. So the picture of the envelope And then on the back side of the divider, or well, maybe not the divider because the dividers are gorgeous, but like then you can stick the envelope on the back. So that's how this was designed. And yeah, that is a little thing, and it's interesting because Michael actually bought me these for Christmas, which are, and I'm going to try and show this because I mean, talking about inspiration from sort of all different places, but this book has a whole bunch of like inspiration for like interactives and where is it there? And just like little designs and things like that. So yeah, that may influence my design. The quarterly dividers and the melody palette look very compatible. And melody look very compatible. Yeah, absolutely. And that was something that was planned in. Oh, I have those too. Yeah, they're beautiful, and I haven't had the time to look through them, so I'm very excited to go through them. Okay, let me jump into the show and tell, which I haven't copied across, so just give me 2 seconds if that's okay, and I will copy those across. One of the things that I do want to say about it, actually, I'll say it when I've got my full attention because it deserves full attention. Let me jump over to show and tell. And it should be here. Should be here. Is that 8th of Jan? Yep, there it is. Okie dokie. So, show and tell, for those who don't know, the hashtag PA show and tell is used when you want your stuff to show up on our lives. And so we love seeing what you all do in the community. And it definitely impacts the way we design. So if you've seen the last, you know, the transformation that we've gone through with chapters and the new products and the new subscriptions, and you'll definitely see that there's a lot of inspiration we take from things that we're missing. Oh, okay, we could add this into our sub, and yeah. So, I've just been asked a question. I'm not too sure. So, but let me just say that over the last, was it 3 weeks since I've been on air, or 2 weeks? There has been an incredible amount of sharing. There has just been so much, and we could not pack it all in. So please come into our group. It's Planners Anonymous group on Facebook, and have a look at the amazing creations. So Michael's put together today's. This isn't today's. Let me just drag over today's. Come on. There we go. January. It's January 2024. Happy New Year. So yeah, let's jump through. Oh. This, oh my goodness. Okay, so the first one we have is just absolutely stunning. But it's a creative journal spread by Sharon McAllister using Heartfelt Home. And then we have by Shannon Martin, who has done a gorgeous Coastal Escape weekly layout. Pardon me, I need to just have a drink. We've already got chapters in here due to the amazing creative kit. So we've got a chapters layout by Laurie. Thanks, Laurie, for already using it. Featuring chapter 1, Loving Me. And then we've got by Kay. Kay has done a gorgeous Coffee and Corgis weekly layout. Then by Sharon, we've got another one from Sharon in there, which looks amazing. It's no big deal. With Arctic Adventures. Wow, this looks so cool. I haven't had the chance to really check out any of the Arctic Adventures layout yet, so I'm here for this. Well, I'm here for it all, but yeah. And then we have, did I say, yeah, Sharon McAllister. Next one we have is a weekly layout. Oh, he's so cute. Using Arctic Adventures by Katie Baker. That rip washi just looks amazing. It's one of my favorites. And then we have a bookmark by Candy. So Candy, who's turned the bookmark. Oh, and you did, okay. one of the things I said and I keep losing it. I find it and then I lose it, was if you don't want to punch holes into it, to laminate it and laminate it wider and then punch holes in the laminate, which is what it looks like Candy has done here using Heartfelt Home. So I love that. Next up is by Carly Ann, who has used an oldie but a goodie, which is Wild and Free. And it looks like it was the weekly sticker layout. And do we still have some of those in the shop? And then we have Michelle, who has used the creative, who has done a layout using the subscriber download and the creative kit for Chapter 1, Loving Me. And then we have a gorgeous dashboard by Erin for Heartfelt Home. Love those. I love those two birds. They're just a little snuggly. And then, sorry, I was trying to have a read of what was in the sidebar. And then we have a gorgeous weekly layout by Leslie using Heartfelt Home. Oh, it's so stunning. I love it on blackout. And then we have also on blackout, it's going to look so much better using the new stickers too, because the headers, for example, are fussy cut. The next one is by Ruth, who has done a journaling setup using the Chapter 1 Loving Me creative kit. And then we have there's so much, a plum blossom setup for a 2024 classic setup. By Nancy. And then Kelly has done a weekly layout featuring featuring Arctic Adventures. Catching me there. And it's so cute. I love that you've used the sidebar with the wrapped scarf. I'm trying to think what I called it. And then we have Arctic Adventures by Nadia, who has done a gorgeous layout as well. I'm loving that you all love the tear washi and that little heart washi as well. Oh my gosh, feel better, Lisa. Next up is by Kate, who has done a 2024 setup using Starlit Stories. And then we have a weekly layout by Mary using Masquerade. Yeah, Masquerade was designed as a New Year kit. So I'm loving that you've used it in there. And then a weekly layout by Kelly, who has used Heartfelt Holidays in, it looks like the Deck the Halls planner, which looks incredible. And then we have by Sharon, who has used Coffee and Corgis for our weekly layout. And then we have, Michael, what are you doing to me? Then we have Heartfelt Home from Marianne. I love the rip tear at the top with the big birds and then the birds off to the, I love it, and the snuggle up. Next up is by Shannon, who has used Holiday Home who has used Heartfelt Holidays and Heartfelt Home. And then it's testing me. It's Monday morning here, people. And then next up is by, and I apologize if I get this wrong, is it Javeria? Javeria? Please let me know. Because I like to get people's name right, even though I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Weekly layout featuring Serenity, was it? And then we have a weekly layout from Tamika, who has used Heartfelt Holidays. And that's it. That is our show and tell. So for those who want to see, that was a small fragment of what has been shared in our group lately. Yeah, it's been Michael has been trying to look after the kids so that I can make the timelines, the deadlines for the Lunar New Year closures. So yeah, hence there may have been a few things there as well. Who do you contact if I missed the Chapter 1 subscription? Send us a message through the little help app that pops up on the bottom of our page. That will go through to our customer service. and Jamie will set you up with that. Yeah, that. So the question that I got before was, will there be a bookmark style big stickers in chapters as we had before? I truly love that huge flower image. I have to remember what that is. Let me jump over into the Q&A. And yeah, I'll be answering some questions as I go through. I'm just going to try and see if I can remember what. But I'm trying to remember that big sticker that people were mentioning. Oh yes, and big hugs out to Bianca on her recovery. Someone mentioned before about missing the theme girl that used to be in each stamp set. This is something that you consider in return for future stamp sets, or as a separate stamp including their name. Not as an outline stamp. Probably not. Just because the way that the art is created now is different. So it would take a lot longer to produce that. So yeah, the character, we might include a mini, but we're trying. So one of the reasons why we're able to do other bits, and so we are a really, really small team here. And when I say really small, I mean it's Jamie, myself, and Michael, and we run everything. So one of the focuses for chapters was also to try and not just make change the products so that they're much more versatile and usable. Like with you've got the planner sort of sticker lover and the paper lover, so you've got more of a split between the more decorative planning and the the more planning, if that doesn't even make sense, the over the top, the creative planning. Words are not wording, because I can feel the timeline, the time's ticking down on me now, and I'm starting to freak out. But one of the things that we really concentrated on was trying to make it cohesive, so that way as a set things look cohesive, you know what you're getting, roughly, and so that we could work on the overarching storyline. Now that has meant that some things will update in design, but be, how do I say this, be similar, not similar, but like updated for each month as we progress through the story, because chapters is designed as a story that flows, so that you know what you're getting, you know how the story is going to work, that sort of thing. It also gives us more time to do things like the beautiful views again, like the letters that were on the website, like the Spotify playlist, like return on Instagram, which we have not had any time for. It's also going to, so I work for the last, okay, I don't think the taxation department believed me when I told them how many hours a week I work at home, because we report that here because it's work from home and you can claim certain stuff. But when I say I work 16 hours a day, that's in 7 days a week, that's pretty much what I've worked, aside from when my mother passed away and when I got sick, since Go Live last time I went, which was like 2019. So one of the ideas behind making, not only making it more cohesive, was also to give me time so that I can spend time with my family, with my children, because they are growing up way too quickly and I'm missing out on a lot of that. And so that we could keep the PA sub-sustainable. Because yeah, there is a lot of work. Like comparable subscriptions have teams of 5 or 7. So there's a lot of changes that went into chapters, a lot of pre-thought, like we've mapped out the whole year. And the storyline that goes along with it. So when we were very intentional in trying to make things that were versatile, yet told a story that were usable for a huge range of people, while trying to shove in as many stickers and products as we possibly could. So I hope that makes sense. So things like spending times on things like the outline theme girl, which I know that there were some people who really loved that in the community, but there were also a lot of people who never really used it. That sort of, got put sidelined. And this is the thing. This is when I say, like, the people who shared in PA Show and Tell really helped to make those decisions, as well as the survey that was sent out. And if I'm being 100% completely honest here, I am so freaking proud of Chapters. Chapters is absolutely, it's a work of heart, a work of art. It has been every waking moment for the last, I want to say 2 months, 3 months. It was the whole idea of having paper lover, sticker lover, planner lover was something I tried to do last year, at the beginning of last year, that just didn't happen. And now it has happened with Chapters, because it's just been such a phenomenal change and in such a short amount of time. And I couldn't have done it without Jamie and Michael. But we are a small team. So little things that seem like a little change, there was a lot of thought that went into them. And if we removed something, it wasn't without a lot of consideration. Now, that also being said, there is going to be a change to the lives. I was told, take some time off the lives, go and have a break. Now, while I didn't have a break, all those changes that you saw, the extra pages, doing the extra downloads, hold on, give me a sec, just let me finish this thought. Doing the beautiful views, all these sorts of things that we've had planned, we were able to do because we didn't have a live for a couple of weeks. Now, that being said, I'm not stopping the lives altogether, because I love my live time. It helped. I think it's gotten us through the fact that we haven't done a lot on social media, and it also gives me a way to connect with everybody. But what we're going to be doing is there's going to be 2 lives a month going forward. So it's going to be on the second, and I'm going to talk Australian time zones here, okay? So for Aussies, it'll be, and I'm going to put the markers up better than what I have in the past, but it's going to be the second Monday of the month and the 4th Monday of the month. I think I got that right. And I think Jamie went to sleep because it's getting late there, and she's been up way too long helping me out. So I will put the place marker. So the best way to keep on track of it, or to find out, is to have sorry, I've been distracted, is to, Jamie's still awake, the 2nd and the 4th. Yeah, so the 2nd and the 4th Monday of the month. The best way to keep on top of that is to, I know I've got to go, I'm wrapping up, is to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hi, Lockie. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
You're running late.
Okay. So that's about it. So there we go, Jamie. The 1st and the 3rd Sunday for us, for the US. So yeah, I hope that helps. And in the months where there's like an additional week in the month, which sounds weird to say, I get time off. Well, I don't get time off. I get time to work, but there won't be a live on during those weeks. And so that way we can really pre-plan and be a little bit more organized than we were today. What is going to be in those lives, and also do other content for other platforms and bring more people in, which means that we get to do more stuff for the sub. So the time will most likely stay the same. I'm hoping when the time change is over, because I know that there is a time shift. What is it? I can't remember what it's called or when it is, but I'm going to try and keep in line with this time now. It's a brilliant and healthy change. And this is the thing, we're all suffering, like Michael and myself, we've been suffering from burnout for so long. And I will put out like there will be previews during those as well. So yeah, we really wanted to we've started to claw back from that burnout, and I don't want to live in burnout. It has been a horrible place to live in. Like, just being this burnt out has really hurt. And thanks, Nikki. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. So yeah, I want to get back to the old vibrant me who had so much fun, and I'm definitely getting there with chapters. Yeah. So we did make a change in the lives and all the changes with the products, which are just phenomenal, and I'm so excited to receive them. And I'm thinking actually for the next live I will have them here so we can all play. But yeah, anyway, I have to run because I'm running late now. I will see you all 2 weeks. I want to say 2 weeks. Can I say 2 weeks? I will see you all in 2 weeks. Have a wonderful time. I hope you all had a brilliant, happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year for those who celebrate coming up. Take care. Hugs to your loved ones. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks. Bye. Bye. Where's the end?